Another big miss in that I think a lot of businesses can control is the CRM. I'm a big HubSpot person. We use in our agency. There's GoHighLevel. There's Pipedrive. There's heaps of CRMs out there. It's like, oh, I have to manage something else. But it's like what you're tracking your leads on spreadsheets,
Oh my God.
written piece of paper. The founder's doing it all themselves. Just get a HubSpot. It's free accounts. You can actually track what leads are coming through and then see post a month. And probably what you're seeing as well. Wow, we had 30 leads, but only one of them converted. Like, what the hell happened there? Who was on top of these leads? Who was talking to them? Were they qualified or not? Did we pitch the right people? Like, a CRM can just eliminate all those challenges, or just a really just rock solid spreadsheet, or someone just looking at it more wholeheartedly than someone running around trying to do a million things. So, for services to work like SEO, paid, web design, you really need to have a good backbone and engine behind the agency or business that you're working on, just to make sure that you can actually see what each inquiry looks like.
Yeah.
And if it's worth pitching, saves
Definitely.
time, and then you can actually reinvest that money into more useful places.
Yeah. To build on like what Lawrence was saying, if you're not tracking like all of the metrics in your business, you're basically running your business blind.
Yeah.
So
A lot of businesses can get to a very big stage with nothing, like no
Yeah.
tracking at all, basically. And it's pretty wild.
yeah, it's wild. You can get
$10 million
really big.
business, they have like no tracking at all. They don't
Yeah.
even have GA installed. It's insane.
It's insane.
Massive missed opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. So like, yeah, one thing I think that I've learned like this year and seen massive results from is like what Lawrence was saying, have some sort of visible dashboard that automatically updates with your numbers. And you can use like Quicksight from like AWS, or you can use Looker Studio or HubSpot or GoHighLevel,
Yeah.
whatever you decide to use. Make sure your business or your clients have a CRM and they know how to use it.
Yeah.
And that's really going to help you as well as a marketing manager or like SEO specialist, really be able to tell them like what is going well and what's not going well. And you're going to be able to pinpoint exactly where in the funnel the problems are because you have clear data. But when you can only see clicks, impressions, and like click-through rate from like Google Search Console, you don't have enough data to tell them like what's really happening behind the business.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm getting less leads. Well, your positionings hasn't changed or increased. The traffic looks stable. Everything looks normal. Have you checked actually what came through your contact form, or how many times did the phone actually ring that you didn't write down where that lead came from? Where
Yeah.
the inquiry came from.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably something from organic or paid or wherever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's an education piece that I'm very passionate about. It's like, just get the CRM sorted, whatever it is in your business, simple as possible. Looker Studio is actually a really great free solution for that. And then you can just see it and look at it every day and obsess over those numbers instead of just like wandering around and just trying to figure it out by asking a pat on myself, hey, what's going on? It's like,
Yeah.
we can help you set that up. You just need to tell us like what you're tracking in the business. 'Cause,
Yeah.
that's all we can do.
Do you guys like at Studio Hawk, do you guys help people set up their Looker Studio reports and like their GA4 and CRMs and all that? Or what, how deep do you go with the client?
We look at that through the client qualification process. Like, if they don't know their numbers initially, they're probably not a good fit for our business, and they're better off working with someone that can help them build that marketing and sales engine separately, or that CRM separately first, because that's not our mainstay at work. But yeah, we're very specific about the clientele we work with, because we want them to make sure that they have a good apprehension of what's going on in their business, so they're just not flying blind, basically. Because if they work with an SEO program, they are not going to understand what you're talking about, impressions, clicks, to that level, if they don't even know how much revenue they're actually making through their channels. So we have very strict guidelines in making sure that they know that first. And if they don't, we point them in the right direction for education, or refer them out to people, and we're big on that too, that can actually help them at that stage of the business. Otherwise, our program doesn't work. As well, for someone that doesn't know those metrics or doesn't have that visibility.
Okay, interesting. Yep. So if a client doesn't have the proper tracking or the proper reporting, typically like that disqualifies them from working
Yeah,
with like,
if
Studio
you ask a
Hawk.
basic question like, how many leads did you get last month, and for what amount, and they don't know, it's not I'm not blaming anyone.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
it. You're busy with and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
But if you don't know, or if you're not willing to trust the provider to tell you, hey, you're actually doing pretty well here, this looks pretty good. Like, to us, we're like, okay, if you got all the fundamentals and you have and you're willing to learn that stuff, great. But if you don't know those things and then expect us to be able to like flip the switch and suddenly you just turn into this amazingly growing business instantly. It's just not the type of business that we can really help fundamentally. We need to get them to that point. That's why we built something like Hawk Academy, to really educate first, rather than just say, just pay us money and then we'll make your dreams come true, which we do, but it's a lot more complicated than that. So we have to be very careful about what we do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, qualification, super important.